What's up, guys? This is your new show. I know you guys been waiting. We keep getting DMs like, where can we find this on YouTube or
Big facts.
what? But hey, I took the time to let y'all know.
Time to let y'all know.
Let y'all know. But
what the name is, man. Go ahead.
The new show. This is a lot of things. It's not just some show. It's a way of life.
Yeah.
We're calling it authentic.
Authentic podcast, baby. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm excited, man.
Yeah, and I'm your boy Van Dennis. Where do I start? Right now, the best thing obviously is our IG. It's gonna be Van Dennis with 2 S at the end.
And this is your man Sedric Lowery, aka Mr. Been on the Mill on IG. You already know what's going on, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's give the people what they want.
Man, what a weekend. It's not over.
Yeah, we got a little baby tonight. We was just at a party with James Harden, Travis Scott DJing. Man, it was wild. It was wild.
I honestly that whole night was crazy. We gotta talk about the accident too. People need to be safe out here.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, would you have ever thought would have been at a party and Travis Scott is DJing and he was playing our music?
By the way, he is fire.
Yeah, Travis Scott might be DJ of the year, low key.
Yeah, and it was funny, man. I ended up meeting Travis Scott I think 4 or 5 years ago. I actually shot one of his concerts on stage or whatever, and it was just it was transcending. You know, the crowd, the lights, the music, and everything like that. For him to be in a very personal setting and not be all bougie and stuck up and, looking down on people or none of that. He was DJing, having a good time, laughing, cracking jokes while he was MCing and stuff. It was absolutely fire, man.
And even last night, bro. So, I went there for you. I went to Rolling Loud. For y'all that don't know, I posted a little bit about it.
Tell us about it, man.
And, hey, shout out to my boy Rich Guns. Shout out to Sniper Gang, Codex Blacks people, the manager, everything. They got me free tickets, so that was really dope.
Fire.
So I felt special.
Relationships.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about relationships, man. That was shout out again, Rich, for that. I really appreciated that. But yeah, had me go to the friends and family check, and I saw while I'm pulling up there, I see Kevin Gates and so a bunch of other artists. Just a bunch of them, bro. All just getting their friends and family tickets and all that. And so that was cool to experience that because I haven't done something like that in a minute. And man, we get there. And I get there right on time because there's a little issue with the portal with the ticket thing. I get right inside, right at time. Uzi literally is going on stage. It was perfect. It was meant to be. I'm getting in, walking, and he's just coming out. We're walking towards each other at this point. That's how it was. And came off that first song, Money Is Longer, and I was just this is my anthem. I play this shit all the time, so it was just so fire, man. But the power that Travis Scott has, bro. It was there's the baby there, Future's there. Who else came out? Future brought a few artists out. Yeah. And man, the whole energy changed when Travis Scott came out. People were leaving. Yeah. People were leaving, and then you saw them all just swarm back. Yeah, turn around. Travis Scott. And I was damn, we were just bumping shoulders with him at a spot the other night. Yeah, right. And right he's DJing and stuff. I'm just man, it's crazy to see see his house person. I'm telling you, I wish I would have recorded it. Everyone was sworn back God came out and it was crazy.
Literally, when I shot his concert, man, and he was as he moved on different parts of the stage and stuff, you could just see everybody just gravitating towards him. So shout out to Travis. You've been dope for a long time. I'm manifesting us actually sitting down and talking with you on our podcast and in person, man. Appreciate you giving your flowers, while you're still here, brother.
Yeah, most definitely, man. What else this weekend? Because I feel there's so much moving pieces. Even today's just crazy. Having to shoot this podcast, we'll go to little baby's private event. I got to catch a flight 6 in the morning, get to Cali, rush to my office. It's just going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's beautiful though, man, because, we're entrepreneurs at the end of the day, and some people think, you just, you put in X amount of work, X amount of time, and, you'll see X amount of, return on your investment. But, we really live this shit. Every single day, every second, we're grinding, we're going to events, we're meeting these people, we're switching up. We literally went out with the intentions to meet and network with new people, and that led to us being at Travis Scott's party, with James Harden. There was a couple other music artists there as well. Diddy's party was last night. I got invited, but I was a little bit tired. It actually sounds crazy, but I was tired. So tonight we're with little baby tonight. But with that being said, man, just being super intentional is what led us to these specific events transpiring and stuff like that. So that's just a beautiful thing that I know that me and you, we definitely have honed in on. I see and evaluate a lot of the entrepreneurs, a lot of the people that are doing stuff and moving and shaking in industry, and we're very intentional with our time. And Yeah, man, that's super fire.
No, we have to be, man. And you said it best. Like, we really do. And that's why I'm happy we're documenting shit now, because people need to see like how we really move. Because a lot of times you're telling people, "Oh, I'm busy," like, like we're really doing stuff, and people need to see that, see how much work gets put in, and that little time. Like, a lot of times people tell me, like, "What do you enjoy?" I'm like, a lot of times I like to enjoy like being relaxed. If I get to lay on my bed for some time, I get to relax. That's kind of like a peaceful.
Big sleeper over here. Man, but that rest is something that you need, bro. It's important, man. Yeah,
it's important, and like people don't get. Like, I try to get 7 hours of sleep, but my rest of my hours, those days, all that time matters.
Execution.
I'm not chilling with certain people. Like, it's all really like strategic and has to make sense. Like, all the time, because we have businesses to run. Our faces are on the line. Our names on the line. We have to make sure stuff is getting fulfilled at another level. So like
payroll, people that's depending on us and stuff like that. And that's what separates people that's just like playing around and actually running a real business.
And that's one of the reasons why people have to hang out with someone that's like-minded as them, because if not, they're not going to get it. And you have to keep having to explain yourself to someone that doesn't understand what being busy or just not having like the time to do certain things, Yeah. So they don't take it, they won't take it the wrong way, because they understand already off the rip. So.
Yeah, I mean, and I'll say that's super important, guys. Like, even when you're in romantic relationships, with your boyfriend or girlfriend, a lot of times there's that friction that can, come about when someone is an entrepreneur. They're busy, they're, doing all of this stuff. And a lot of people don't understand that, man. Like, I remember I had a conversation with a young lady, and she's, "Oh, you don't have time. You're always busy. You're always doing this. You're always doing that." Here's what they say. They want me to invest into the relationship just as much as I invest into my business, into what I have going on. Now, if you're dealing with a man that's purpose driven, if you're dealing with a man that literally is thinking 100 years down the road, this little relationship that we're going to be in for, 5 years, 10 years, a couple months, or whatever that number is, it will never trump the mission.
Yeah.
But that's what it is, man. A lot of these people out here, men and women, they're with people, they're not on missions, they don't really understand the big picture. Bro, I got my little nephew that I was talking to just a couple of days ago. And one of the things that he said, it didn't disturb me, but it really woke me up and like got me back in line. I was asking him, I said, "Hey man, what is it that you want to do like in your life? Like, what's your vision? What's your dreams? What's your goals?" Before he said being a football player, being an astronaut, any of that stuff, all that stuff has went out the window. What he said to me was he wanted to just go a day or a certain time period where he would not have to worry about where his next meal was coming from, worrying about where his next check was coming from, so he could pay his bills. He's 17 years old.
That's crazy to be thinking that.
17 years old, he's thinking that.
Yeah.
So when I have a female that's, in my face, trying to get all my time, all this other stuff, I'm thinking about my little nephew. I'm thinking about my grandma that needs a new place. I'm thinking about my brothers and sisters that aren't at this position right now. Like, so with that being said, that I can
Man,
go.
With that being said, we got
that.
a lot more work to get done. And the thing is, we're not going to let anyone mess up our routine. We're not going to let anyone mess up what we're doing, because it's bigger than us. It's about our families and so much more, man. Like the other night, man, I went to this restaurant, and it was just a regular like IHOP, bro. And the server was like the nicest, sweetest lady, and I could just tell like she was like, I don't know what God was just telling me, like, yo, like bless this girl right now. I gave her $100 tip, and it was only $100 to us. That $100, bro, she was going around the whole restaurant. Can you believe, like shaking, like showing everyone, like I just got $100 tip, and I was just like, damn, like that little thing really just it made me feel like I'm about to go 100 times harder. Like I need more money because I'd be able to bless more people. Like that alone, like made me just really think about so much stuff. Like, man, this is really bigger than us, and really being able to give back and make someone feel good like that is different. Like,
you sound like you're money driven. Money is the root of all evil. What do you got to say to that?
Yeah, I'm money driven because it's to help other people. It's not just about being money and being like fuck you because I fuck you, man. It's like no, you really get to really help people and really get to control things. You can't even control your own family if you don't got money. Woo. So like what we look like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying that talking from experience and just seeing how how my family tree is and everything like that. I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna be the one to, break that bread, break that bank and break the legacy of that. Like I already have, already if my mom was alive and she would see what I'm doing, she wouldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like she'd just be like, she will obviously would believe it because that's what she had. She had requirements for me and like she already had a rule set for me, like you gotta be this kind of person. But she would just be like, damn, like you're really making it happen. You really like took what I said and ran off with it.
Yeah, man. I know she's smiling down from heaven, on you right now, man. So
appreciate that.
You're definitely an individual that I've grown, you know, a relationship with, and then I've also been able to see a beautiful part of Van's life. I've been able to see him start relationships, nurture new relationships, and seeing those produce like good fruit, and that shows you that you're around good people, right? So, you know, that's something that I definitely want to give you your flowers for, brother, because that's something, you know, I can't tell you enough that, you know, a lot of people just really don't understand, you know. So yeah, man, I get a little bit speechless talking about that because I've been through, you know, a lot. I've been, you know, kicked down, thrown in the dirt, you know, lies, you know, all this other shit, bullshit you go through being an entrepreneur. You're just trying to do the right thing, you know what I'm saying? So to come across somebody that, you know, is super genuine, you know, and I've seen the consistency of you being genuine and being about what you say, man, that means a lot. I mean, I remember times, guys, where, you know, I was hanging around certain crowds, being around certain people, you know, they're, like I said, making up lies, putting those lies out on social media and all that stuff, destroying my brand image, all this other stuff. People that oh, bro, we're brothers. We're brothers. You know, people that really like,
people
really,
man, I take that shit to heart.
Yeah. We don't just go around saying that. So, you know, I appreciate you not being, you know, like those people. Because man, I mean, that devastated me. I know there's somebody listening to this right now. You're going through a situation where you may not even been in the wrong, but you got people that are your brothers that are snaking you out for some females, snaking you out for a little check, snaking you out for a little bit of clout because they wish they had it, hating on you. Just understand that you got to stay consistent. You know, get over, you know, whatever is in your mind, you know, about that particular situation, because there's blessings on the other side of that particular situation, man. So just a little bit of words of encouragement. Somebody out there that's going through that particular situation, man. But yeah, let's talk about it. Let's go.
Yeah. So before we're gonna get into business stuff later, because I gotta make sure you do some shit this week. You gotta get some video content done.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there's a lot of FAQ stuff you gotta answer for that. But tonight, who do you predict is gonna pull up tonight?
Oh man,
I feel like this is gonna be our new fun game, and I'm gonna try to be like, all right, if so and so's coming, who else do you think's coming?
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be fun.
You know, you would be crazy if we did we start doing like a little like bet, like you were just saying, and like we have to show like proof, like you
gotta text to have this text standpoint,
the fun little game we can play. And we'll play it with the audience, you know, at some point as well.
Real quick, we're as you guys can see, we're at Kanopy. This is hey Mike, appreciate you, owner of Kanopy. This is where we get all our clothes from. By the way, like they take care of us here. So if you're ever in Miami, looking for the Yeezys, Amari, whatever you name it, come to Kanopy store. They'll be the ones to hook you up for sure.
Yeah,
Trust me.
Facts. Customer service, A1. These guys are super cool, down to earth, and also as well they got some super fly gear. We actually just did a photo shoot for them, you know, showing love. You know, and they was actually able to
do as much
bless us, you know, with this place to start doing our podcast out.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, shout out to you guys. Appreciate you so much.
This is second home right here. So
yeah,
definitely all the way. But yeah, I'm thinking of Little Baby's coming tonight.
Yeah, Little Baby. I think, man,
Dirk's still in town. I don't know how cool they are like that. I know they're cool, but like they might, you know, have to go perform here because everyone's, you know, got to think this is a business at the end of the day. So they're trying to get their checks at wherever they got to get their checks at.
Yeah.
They might probably after that pull up, which means that they'll probably come around.
Yeah, I'm thinking Kevin Gates. I'm thinking because Kevin Gates was at the Diddy party last night. So
you think he's gonna go to the same place? So he don't live here in the same. I wouldn't think about if we were if we're in Houston, we're not gonna go to the same place 2 nights in a row.
Twice.
So that exits him out.
Never mind.
I'm helping you out. I shouldn't be helping you out. I should have let you just kept that one.
All right, bet. Damn. I think Moneybag. Maybe.
The only thing I don't want to say the venue's name because I don't know if we're allowed to or not.
No.
But it's small, so I'm thinking like you can't have that big of. You know
you can't have too many.
Why am I helping you? Hold on, answer your question. Let's stay out of it. Let's stay out of it.
All right, bet. Okay, cool. All right, so
damn, I'm really over here helping you.
Yeah, we are. Okay, so CMG was there the other night.
You for sure would have lost. You would have had Kevin Gates.
I don't even know. I wouldn't be surprised if Future pulled up for Lil Durk.
Yeah,
that combination.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm thinking. You know what I wish I would have.
No, it would be crazy if Meek pulled up.
To be honest though,
that'd be crazy.
QC's gonna see this eventually because I would direct this to QC, but we're trying to work with you, man. You know what I'm saying? There's not too many 8-figure black owner young entrepreneurs out here. this coming to 7 figures. We're going to be doing 8, 9. Like, we're not stopping. And we want to make sure we want this to be a service to you, man. I want to be able to handle all the marketing needs for you. I don't know who's doing it right now, but we're the best. You know, TikTok's blowing up, all this other stuff, marketing-wise. So we'll definitely love to work with you. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hoping and thinking is going to pull up is QC. Ooh, I snapped on that one. Snapped. Yeah, because I know. Because I watch how he moves. I watch how he moves. You know, I watch how he's a Don, man.
Yes, sir.
Got to watch the legends, man. Look up to that guy, how he moves.
So how important is it, man, to be out like in this space, meaning going out, networking with people and all that? Because here's the thing. I just had a conversation with someone, and they were like, oh, you know, people chase the lifestyle. They you know, people floss, all this other stuff. And it's like, I guarantee you, if you talk to these people that are in these crowds, in these positions, stuff like that, they're just like you. They're hustling, they're grinding. Maybe they like some diamonds, maybe they like the drip or whatever. So, you know, we understand how important it is to be in those rooms, how important it is to cultivate those relationships, to show love when you're there. It's like when we went, man. I mean, we're walking around. You know, we're talking to people.
James Harden's having a blast.
Yeah, James Harden's standing right next to us.
Man. I mean, I'd have fun too. If
he's just chilling, bobbing his head, music and stuff.
The contract's looking crazy right now.
Oh, yeah, stupid.
And not to cut you off, but it definitely is like they're doing the same thing, man. Like I think they're doing it. Like they're not stopping.
Yeah,
they're if anything, they're going harder and harder because they're like, oh, this really does pay the bills. This really does help my family. This really helps mom get that new crib I want to get her. Like, so it makes them go harder. So that's why they're doing the same thing. Just obviously there's different levels to it, but they're not stopping.
Yeah, man, and it just goes back to like, you know, we are humans at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We all got families and responsibilities. For example, you know, I was watching the ESTG video, all right, a blog, and that's when, you know, the comment was made like, oh, people just chase his life, this and that. I'm like, you don't even understand. This man was a D1 athlete, you know, top linebacker in Kentucky. Got, you know, they were trying to force him to go to D-line. You know, for the NFL, stuff like that. Like, he has a family just like everybody else. So you seeing like, oh, he's flexing, he's doing this, but he put in, you know, 15 years of work as a football player before the fame and all that stuff came. You know, and I'm pretty sure he transitioned that work ethic right into, you know, his craft of doing of music and stuff like that. You know, I'm starting music soon as well. And people are going to probably say the same thing, but guess what? I don't give a fuck because I know what works. We know what works, and having that work ethic, you just pull it up. Yeah,
so it says here for ESTG, man, the #1 ranked linebacker in the state of Kentucky and attended an Indiana State where he played college football. What a legend, bro.
Yeah.
What a fucking legend.
What a story. I'm from Indiana. I used to be up at ISU all the time.
You know, we both come from that football background as well. So just so you can see that, bro, you're up there. You're my top #1 artist now. I don't need no more.
Official.
Case closed.
Official.
ESG, holla at me, man.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, man, I wanna ask you a question, man. You know, I know you're asking. You know, you gotta ask me some stuff. I want to ask you a question.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so. I know that a lot of people, you know, like myself, you know, we will come up with a different name for ourselves, like a brand and stuff like that. Like me, I'm been on a mill. I was been on a million. I was Suave Smooth. I was this and that, and that was the brand. That was the energy. That was my route. Now there are other people that try to do that, but they don't understand that not only is that like you have to be super strategic with that, but it doesn't work all the time. So how did you know to just stick with your name, and your name was the brand, and it was, you know, because Van Dennis is a fire name, but just to have that as a brand, I know there's got to be some science behind that.
Man, to really keep it, because there's a lot of those science and, you know, data and analytical things that you look online, but just when I started seeing how brands were becoming more of like a personal brand thing, and whether if you had a brand or not, we are authentic, our names are attached to it. So we'll be the ones actually pushing, you know, our personal brand will be pushing to the actual brand. That's how it is in the marketplace. So now if you even look at, let's say I use Gary Vee, for instance, anything that Gary Vee attaches himself to, he's a personal brand. He's building trust all day. So it's going to be easy and just make the conversion rate higher because people are already going to trust. Think about all the clients that we're getting right now with the Airbnb stuff. They're wearing 20, 50K. They already built a relationship with trust with us, and now they're going to buy into our offers and products so that make sense. Yeah. Because they know that these guys care about their name. These guys care. They're going to do good work. They're going to deliver. Like there's that translation's over back and forth.
Yeah.
You see with Elon Musk, people are just a fan now of Elon Musk. If Elon Musk wasn't, I don't think Tesla would be as big because there's another, what's that? There's one in the Brickell City Center. It's another like called Lucid or something. Another
Lucid.
Yeah, there's all these
Lucid.
other ones that are probably just as good, if not better, but that personal brand behind it. Because now you're betting on the person that doesn't want to fuck up their name. So you see with Logan Paul with Prime, I support Logan Paul like to the fullest in his Prime drinks because you understand like that's what we're doing as well. We started tax stuff. We're gonna want that support. Yeah. You know how much fucking this shit takes. It's like your life is damn near all into this thing, so you got to really be about it. But but that's one of the biggest reasons I was like, all right, Van Dens has to stay the name, person brand that, no nickname. I never even had a nickname really. Yeah. People compare me to people, but never had a real nickname. So I was like, it's Van Dens, it is, and keep it that way. People, it's an easier brand, translation.
Yeah, no, that's fire, man. That's fire. I've always wondered that. So that was actually a question, that I'm hearing for the first time, just like you guys. Man, that makes a lot of sense.
So should you do it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because why not? Because you got to think like your name is Sedric Lowery. You already got work with Mike Lowry and all this stuff.
That was my nickname during football. Strong safety, outside linebacker.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's perfect, man. Like let people know like that's your name. That's the brand. Everything else you can always change. Like we'll come with a bunch of brands for some of the projects we're gonna do for the e-com stores and this and that. Come with cool names, but we got to think Web3. We got to think very heavy Web3 right now. That's like I'm putting myself through a Web3 school to learn exactly where this is going. So I'm making sure I can build. My services are up to date with where the market's going.
Yeah, no, that's huge, man. A lot of people, they have companies and businesses and stuff like that, and they don't understand that they have to constantly learn new information. Guys, even with the Airbnb stuff, I'm learning things every single day. Every single day, guys. It's not just, hey, I took a course or I learned something and then, now I just, because that information becomes obsolete after a while, guys. So make sure that you're constantly, going to events, going to seminars, getting in rooms where people don't, that know more than you, so that you can service your clientele, on a completely different level, and continue to service them, as well. No matter what the brand is, no matter what the service is, make sure you invest into yourself and continue to learn.
Definitely, man. And also, man, I want to talk about just like our fitness journey we're going on, which is super dope. I want to see how it's been feeling for you, like being around a bunch of like entrepreneurs, hitting the gym at a certain time, like getting those like talks, it's like almost like a stress reliever. Get a little, get some things off your mind and share with someone else, see what the ideals are, how they would go about these different like procedures to operate in their business and not. How's that been for you? Man,
it's been life-changing, man. I was I'm still doing therapy, here and there. If you guys know some of my story, I've been through, a lot of fucked up shit just like you guys. And one thing that I highly encourage is getting with a group of men. It doesn't have to be, black men, white men, Chinese men. It's not that. Just getting with a group of men or women that, one, have similar goals. You're working out. You're holding each other accountable. That's the biggest thing. Is not only you holding me accountable, but now the other guys they'll text me sometimes like, yo, did you work out today, bro? Like, yo, are you doing what you're supposed to be doing, man? Yo, are you still eating bullshit?
Man,
so that accountability, man, is everything.
And then real quick, shout out to Boxar, Mateo, all the trainers out there, my boy Earl Wolf. One of the reasons why I like having everyone train and having all our friends that are like-minded, different entrepreneurs go train with us because it kind of sets everyone to be accountability. And now it's not just like me. Now you're like, damn, Brian might be like, is he going to gym? Like everyone starts seeing how consistent you are. It also just kind of shows if this person's actually trustworthy. Like they're gonna do what it needs to take. So I think it's a strategy I like to do because it does keep everyone closer, and then it's only pushing everyone to the right way. So at the end of the day, they think of me, they're like, okay, Van's someone that's pushed me in some way. Facts. He's pushed me to being a better person in some way.
It's almost like we're preparing ourselves for battle, right? Like we're becoming warriors together.
Yep, because it's tough, man. We're fucking normal. We have long nights some nights, like we're doing things, whatever, like tired in the morning, like that's, we wake up sore, tired. You got calls at a certain time or you got to run to the bank, you got something going on every morning. So it is like, damn, I could put this off and kind of get that extra 30 minutes. It feels good, but like that's just something that we have to do. you got to keep that tension. That's why Andy Frisilla came out with 75 Hard and these other programs because our life could be too good. If you wanted to, you could have a massage therapist every morning at your place and just getting pampered all the time. But you got to keep something on you to make you like have that grit and that heart. And that's why I make sure like everyone like, let's go to the gym. Like, we're all busy. It is it's hard.
And it puts your back against the wall too. And that's what I love about us all working out together and everything is because it's like for example, the first day I stepped in the box R, I like had this little moment, right? So the trainer, I can't remember his name. The first day,
Mario.
Yeah, So Mario,
man, he put us through a crazy workout.
He just walked up to me, didn't ask me no questions, didn't ask me my name, didn't shake my hand, nothing. He was like, take this, pick this up, do this. This is rep, this set right now. And I consider myself, a boss. So I'm just like, who the fuck is he talking to right now? But at the end of the day, it clicked for me that he's telling me to do something that I need to do to change my life. So then I put that pride to the side and, whatever he was saying to do, I was doing. But that was probably one of the greatest workouts I've had all year.
Yeah, man, he pushed
all year, pouring in sweat. Now I'm starting to see, some of those results in the mirror and stuff and starting to get my energy back and different things like that. But yeah,
definitely. Man, question two, regarding the Airbnb stuff, man. Yeah. I know it's been a lot. Where are we at with it? I know people want to know where are we at, what should we be looking for. We'll start there, and I'll actually about some other stuff.
So we're in a beautiful transition period right now. Instead of just having a done for you service and you're just waiting for us to set this Airbnb up, we actually opened up B2B University. So guys, you have the opportunity for a lifetime membership to join, this particular organization. And what we do is we teach you the ins and outs, the logistics of the operations of Airbnb, help you find your staff, help you with your management team, all that kind of stuff, photographers, cleaners, all that back end work. So now you're not just waiting on us to do it, you're also learning how it's done as well. August 25th through the 27th, we got a 3-day boot camp. First day is going to be setting up you guys' accounts, turnover BnB, furnish finder, and all this other stuff. And then the second day is going to be actually us walking through a unit, breaking everything down. Why is the guide this way? Why is the closet where we stock all the tissue, toilet paper, and all that stuff? Why is it located in this closet and not that closet? Or, why is there a safety lock on the garage? Or, all these other things, that people overlook when it comes to running a short-term rental business. We're going to be walking them through that. And the third day is going to be graduation day. So we really are transitioning into a more hands-on experience. So you guys, so the investors can, feel like they're really getting as much value as they possibly can. Because sometimes, man, it's not just about the ROI. The ROI is there. It was a 15 anywhere from 15 to 30K investment. In 5 years, you're seeing 2, 3, 4, 500% return ROI. It makes sense. But with that being said, people still, this is part of business. This is the gym right here. When someone is paying high ticket, you still have those deliverables in between that ROI time period or whatever that service is. So now we're closing that gap and immediately giving them that hands-on, that one-on-one experience, which in the end is going to work out better for our customer service teams, and also as well work better for our brand, testimonial, stuff like that, so people can really understand the true hard work that it comes with. Because, it's not just, hey, we just get a unit, throw some furniture in it, oh, you're on Airbnb now. No, this is real estate business. So that's a transition that we're making. Super excited, to announce that, opening up the university, and it's funny, man. I actually posted something about the university. I paid for a promotion and stuff like that. And it's crazy how people even still took that and turned into something negative. Oh, Airbnb is messing up the housing economy. It's doing this, it's doing that, all these other things. And it's just like, that's the purpose of us teaching people in person, right? Debunking those myths, really answering those hardcore questions. Because a lot of people, they just don't know. They think it's destroying the housing market, but in fact, the rental market is growing vastly. So you might as well get on the good end or the right end of where the rental market is going, where inflation is going. So this allows you to be on the right side of the market when it comes to real estate, when it comes to investing, because the inflation correction is coming very, very soon, and the people that are part of our university are going to be able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, that's fire. That's why it's a great business model, man. I love it. I already know it's gonna scale to help a lot of people out. So obviously, this is the thing. We're gonna keep doing this, right? So this is just like obviously like the first like mentorship mastermind. You want this to be like a continuous thing, right? You want this to obviously till the wheels fall off. That way.
I want this to be a continuous thing. Then eventually, we're gonna get an actual school where people can come in, fly in. We'll have 4 or 5 classes going on during the day. Like it will be a school for adults learning how to invest into the short-term rental market. We'll also be teaching people about purchasing as well. So with that being said, man, that's where we're going. I'm excited about it.
Dude, this is crazy. Our manager actually brought this up to me last week in a meeting about TikTok and how we need to go a lot harder with TikTok content.
Yeah. For
just many different things besides outside of like marketing. As an agency, we already do a lot of ads and stuff like that, and we're pushing every client for TikTok ads. So obviously, if any of my clients and I'm bugging you about it, just don't take my word from it. Take it from Forbes as well. About they just did an article. They said TikTok surpasses Google, Facebook as world's most popular web domain. So TikTok has become a global phenomenon in the opening for the New York Times. Tech reporter Shira writes, TikTok might be the rewriting entertainment, giving the next generation of activists new ways to tell stories and challenge the global internet.
Wow.
Shit's crazy, man.
That's fire. We're not just talking about, just dancing around and doing popular stuff. Like, we're talking about things like this, taking podcasts, turning those into TikTok videos where people are getting knowledge and stuff like that. I've learned some of the greatest gems recently just by being on TikTok.
So their algorithm now is becoming like very like high search keyword based, just like Google. So now it's like keyword optimized. So it's TikTok. So now they're saying it's good if you're shooting content on TikTok to include those keywords of what that content's about or who you're looking for in the video, because the algorithms will pick up that. So it's just one of the testing things, but I think it's something we should definitely be focusing on. I'm going to definitely be doing a lot of mad testing on this, because it's just always good. Any business, the one that tests more things is the one that's going to win.
100%.
So like I'm going to test out every single possible thing with this to see where it goes, and one of them would hit. Last time I did that, I made some really good money doing that with Google.
Beautiful.
And I'm now seeing that happen now again, which is crazy. So I'm like, my skin's crawling about it.
Yeah, no, it's super important, man, and that it's funny because it's like I've been able to live out, like on the other side of that piece of advice. We just did a reel. I was already talking about this, guys. I had an individual hit me up. She had 60 followers on Instagram. Thought it was a spam page. It was not a spam page.
Damn.
Hey, I saw this reel of you, saw this TikTok of you on this podcast, this and that. And, that turned into us having a conversation about her investing $250,000 into the Airbnb B2B university, getting units and stuff like that, guys. So, I'm speechless, because that was the first time where I've actually like physically heard somebody tell me like, hey, because you're doing these TikToks and reels, I'm about to send you a 6-figure check.
Yeah.
That was mind blowing.
I was there in the call, and it was funny because you seen how it was. As soon as I heard that, I looked at you like,
yeah,
like just like that, like told you, like what I'm saying is this is why I'm pushing you towards that, because you have to. We have great services. We have stuff that people need and that could change their lives. We have to push it.
Yeah, and we gotta keep changing with the tide as well. We don't want to be obsolete. Want to be up to date on it. So now, I'm starting to see the other side of marketing, right? Everybody, I'm a marketer, this and that, but we do a piece of marketing. We do a little bit of marketing, but as an entrepreneur, a lot of people, they don't invest into ads and reels and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, now we're taking things to a whole nother level. And we want to take you guys on that journey as well. So if you guys need to blow up your business, take everything to the next level, really start, having that true, structure as an entrepreneur, the marketing, all that stuff, make sure you get with Van and his team over at Instaboost, those guys are doing phenomenal numbers. I know I can't drop names and all that kind of stuff, but guys, just know they're turning people, you know, that have small businesses into very, very large, optimized and productive businesses that are making some really, really good returns.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. Like, and I'm like, that's why I'm flying to my office this week to kind of show everyone the new office. I haven't done like a new office reveal tour, really.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be dope just like kind of like let people see that and then see a real operation be going down.
Yeah.
And it's just good, man. We worked so hard for it to get to this point. So it's just dope to see it like just unraveling itself. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It feels like a movie.
I've never seen, you know, someone at our age, you know, bracket have like a real like office. Outside, you know, Jeff Secondary, he's like a little bit older than us. Yeah, there's a couple guys out there, but you have 30, 40 people that come and work every single day.
Yep. And
that's
the beauty of that is from relationships, man. Some people, a lot of entrepreneurs now don't know how to work with people. They don't understand they're making their lives way harder. They're only able now to move at one thing because you just can only do one thing because you only have so much time a day. But you have right business partners like that, now you're doing 20, 50, 100 things. You got all these different things moving at once. Yeah. You have a team and you're expanding teams, and that's what I kind of caught on to a long time ago. Yeah. And I knew that what my skill set was with working with people and being a good leader, knowing that let someone else lead. That's why we have such a crazy dynamic duo. Because it's like, you got to do this one, bro. You got to handle this, and if not, it's the other way around. Yeah,
100%.
And that's just what makes shit be able to just fly like crazy. Now you could really move in units. You know?
Yeah, and to dive into that on the logistics side, like as far as ownership, because I know a lot of entrepreneurs, you pride yourself on being 100% owner of your business. And a lot of you guys are 100% owners of nothing. So with that being said, you know, I know you're talking about relationships. Let's talk a little bit more on the business side of things. Like how should somebody be going into, you know, starting a business, wanting to scale, get a team together, stuff like that? Should they be looking to give equity to other people, or what do you think?
Man, I think 100%. You should be. That's if you want someone to work their ass off and actually like be able to like put their best foot forward for real, you got to give them some type of equity if it's going into a business partner relationship, because now they're like, hey, like this isn't just mine, this is yours too. So now we really need to make this work. And then they have, it's just like anyone, right? If someone has a kid with someone, the kid's only like, this kid's not even like theirs 100%. Yeah. There's no DNA attachment. But if the kid has some DNA attachment, it's different. And that's kind of how equity is almost being treated too. Yeah. Like you give someone that equity, they're like, oh, this 5%? Well, that 5% of this goes into being $100 million is still better than what you would have been working on if you had 100% of something that was obviously like nothing.
Yeah, so, and that's on top of, you know, their sales and commissions and bringing in deals and stuff like that. So, you know, that's a huge thing as well, man. I think when people hear percentages, they think like, hey, I'm only, you know, making 5% of whatever the company generated that month, stuff like that. But in a lot of cases, it's like, no, like that's 5% of what the net worth of the company is, valuation, stuff like that. But you're also still making your commissions and other things that, you know, other things that come across the table as well from financial piece. So
yeah, and with that too, it's like it's all situational too. Like some things might be just for the relationship, and that relationship is a huge equity. Yeah, because it might translate to something else. So it's really you just have to know how to move around this thing, man. And like one of the people that I like we watch from afar, you don't get to see all his moves, but you just know how he's moving almost. Yeah, it's like Jay-Z, like. You know, he was moving in New York a certain type of way that was just different from other people. Yeah. And making all these different relationships with powerful people. If someone's connected in this space, and he just knew how to really put it together to make, you know, build his dream vision, and also the people that he was really working with, like the boys that stuck with him, make sure they all eat, you know, and that just comes down to just knowing how to maneuver, make the right chess piece moves, build relationships, have equity partner deals, like just seeing how people work. Like I know Steve Stout's one of his guys, and I'm like, this guy's on the team. I'm like, okay, no wonder why he has a bunch of these type of guys. It's over. Like, because they know how to work with each other. They know how to, you know, bring in the right deals and the right things to feed the team at the end of the day. So that's why they scale. And that's something that we obviously, it's hard for us to find that with other young entrepreneurs because they kind of are in this little bit more of a me type thing. Like we both have our own brands, but us collabing together makes it even a sicker thing. You know?
It does.
Because I was like, oh, this guy does this and over that, and the other one does this and that, but then they do this, and it's like, now we got 20 different things going on that are all fire, and everyone's like, how are these guys moving like this? Well, that's how. We're showing it, but other people are going to not really still be able to get it, or it's not going to work out because you have to build these other personal development skills that people just, it's life, it's situational, you know? So you have to find those people that kind of been through certain things, there's this little experience, so then you can still grow together. But, man, it's a blessing. But, I mean, we're in a good spot. You know, so
no, for sure. We definitely are, man. So, you know, that was man, that response just left me speechless, man. Just, that's all I really have to say on that, man. Like the equity portion, you broke it down. I can't break it down any better than that. You definitely want people that are involved in your opportunity and your business and stuff that are truly bought in. It's one of the greatest ways to do it. So, you know, I'm gonna give the mic back to you, man. You know, do we have anything we want to cover? Any other questions? I know we talked about the transition of Airbnb.
So I do want to get into some of the things that obviously like funding right now with the market recessions, all the stuff that was going on. Why it's important for people to use not their actual cash, because I've done this before. You don't want to use your cash. You need to pull on. You want to get as much funding as possible. I don't like talking numbers, but I did like 7 figs. I'll use that, and we did 7 figs, and I was using my money instead of like going to use that money I already made to get more money for free in a sense. I could pay back later with my investment gains from ROI returns. And I didn't do that. Now it's all I'm thinking. Like, I had a good week last week. I'm not seeing that money. I'm not like touching it. I'm like, how much? We just did what? So how can I use this to get how much? And I'm asking all these finance questions. Carlton Dennis, my guy. I'll be seeing you when I land in California. We have a great meeting. We'll do a podcast too. But he's one of the top accountants, man. And he's crushing it. And I'm going to ask him all things like, I want to make sure I'm protecting myself. You're going to pay taxes. I'm not looking to not pay taxes. You have to pay taxes or go move somewhere else. I'm staying here. Like, I'm fine with that. You just have to know how to be smart with your money and how to, do stuff, how to maneuver certain business, real estate, whatever, to go towards taxes for you instead. But that whole, like, not paying taxes, that's like, I don't want to even use the other word, but that's just you're paying your taxes. I like where I live, and I don't want to live, like, somewhere else because I'm going to lose, like, that's why a lot of people are coming back from Puerto Rico. They're like, it's boring out here. I'm like, it's worth, paying the 30% I'm like, that's what I've been thinking. It didn't take me to fucking move over there to find. I'm like, I'm already thinking that, bro. Like, I'm already, but not. I had some few homies. I ain't calling no shots. Michael, I love you, but I just wouldn't move over there because that's what they're doing. They're trying to like pay on tax. I'm like, dude, just make more money in something else and be happy with where you fucking live.
But if money is the issue, then there's no issue at all. So, I definitely don't make decisions, based off of capital and stuff like that. So, yeah, man, using your own money is a concept that the super wealthy use, which keeps them not only just at the top, but that keeps them, afloat in their own economic ecosystem, right? So this is super simple, right? You can make anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000 a year, right? That's not a lot of money, right? And what you can do is get your credit boosted. We have those services as well. Get you boosted to a 700, 800 credit score. And then what happens is I will forward your information over to the in-house people at Chase, American Express, and our other private banks that we deal with, and they will get you funded. Lines of credit, not loans. Loans is, hey, we're going to wire X amount of dollars, to your account, 10K or whatever. You have to pay us $400 a month, like a car, right? We deal with lines of credit, for the small, I'll say for the smaller, sort of deals anywhere from 25K to 150K. But individuals that are looking for 300, 500, 700K, we have a whole nother play for that. But it's super important, guys, because, if you're using 15, 20K of your own money, just imagine the time, the sweat equity that you put in to gather that money. And now you're able to not use that same sweat equity, that time, the staff, all your sacrifice. That evaluation, guys, is more than what you're actually spending and investing. That 20K cost you 10. And guess what? With credit, it doesn't it's not really costing you much. Our program is $3,500 to $5K minimum. Invest $5K. We turn that $5K into tens and thousands of dollars, put that into a system that's creating cash flow to pay that dividend back, and you're still making money on the back end after those monthly payments happen. That's the name of the game. Now you have a fully functioning, rental business. If you're looking to invest into Airbnbs or short-term rentals, you have a fully functioning business for 5K, or 20, whatever that number is, all off of OPM.
Yeah, say that because
not a financial advisor.
We getting a million views.
I'm just telling you guys, some things that you could potentially do or not do.
This is just a conversation between us.
Yeah, we're just talking.
So you're gonna take it that way, and if you want to listen to it, that's on you.
Yeah, all right? 100%.
But we love helping people, of course. But we're not your excuse alibi or whatever that shit
don't
is.
say, these guys on Authentic Podcast, they told me to do this and this and apply for this and that.
We're just obviously we're growing, and there's a lot that we're experiencing, that we're taking our money to learn, and we're taking a lot of L's, so we're gonna share what those L's are and those wins are. That way other people could save you time and save you money, so you don't have to go through that. So
100%.
That's the best way to kind of for us to go about it. Just to make sure we got to save ourselves, because you get attacked. And we live in that weird time where it's still cancel culture or whatever that is. I think I actually posted something, one of my posts when I talked about Snoop Dogg taking a vacation.
Yeah.
So many people, the fact that people were mad about that, there's people mad about it like, he always, I'm like, yeah, well, his life's gonna look fun. Like, we look like we're always having fun, but it's like, we're really like working too, though. Like, it's not just, like, it's rare if I'm just like, I'm not there with like trying to do something productive. Yeah. And people are like, he was.
It honestly sounds weird. Like,
people were saying,
I was trying to imagine you like just chilling.
Yeah, it's rare if I do that, but it's like that's that rare one time. But like if we going out, it's like it's usually like it makes sense. Like, and we're trying to build relationships with the right people. We want to build that relationship because that's the only time we can hang out with this person is at that time. Yeah, But I just was surprised that people were even going crazy on him, like on that post, like, Snoop Dogg's been traveling. I'm like, he's been traveling a lot. His life's a movie, yo. Like, he worked for that. But for him to actually say,
he has like 45 jobs.
Yeah, like for him to be like, for him to post like, man, this is my first vacation. He probably really felt that because he's like, damn, I put in so much work over the years, and this is like the one vacation I feel like a vacation. I was like, that's dope, But obviously some people just take that because they're not thinking.
Yeah, 100%, man.
It's crazy because I always have that conversation with people that if it's like a new person, like you're having to kind of like talk to them like, yo, like this is how I move, like. This is what is important to me, is getting my goals on. It's not all this other stuff that you're worried about. Like, I was telling people, like, I went to Rolling Loud. I went to Rolling Loud for free. I wouldn't have no interest paying anything to go if it wasn't for the relationship part of it. Like, if not, I'm not going. Like, my favorite artists are there, but I would take my time. That's my time to rest and relax, recoup, so I can put my energy back to my real passion. But people don't really know how to move with that stuff. So that's why you see people just trying to do stuff here and there, and you're like, you're running in circles. Now you don't got no money. You're spending it doing the same shit. And then you're expecting to get to the XYZ. Like, I'm like, you're not even moving. Like, you don't even understand. You're just putting yourself in a dopamine hit. I went out, took some pictures. I feel like I did something, but I'm not doing nothing. And do it again.
That was a
and then
bar.
do it again. And spend money here. Like, that's why I moved away.
That's Miami for you, especially like, I don't see it, too much with Miami guys because you got to pay to play.
Yeah.
But, I definitely see a lot of these women out here, man, that are wanting to be in sections, wanting to be at these events and all this stuff, and spending their last dollar and bickering back and forth with each other when the tab comes and stuff like that. And it's just like, where's your head at? You definitely gotta be moving a certain way, because I mean the time's gonna tell. If you're taking your savings and all that, going out, all that kind of stuff, I mean, eventually it's going to deplete itself, and we see it all the time.
Because, man, money just disappears. If you just have it sitting there, that shit's going to be gone. It has to be working.
Yeah,
and
facts.
if your money's not working for you, that shit is...
Working all times.
You could be doing nothing and be spending money.
So real quick, I want to get, I want to get your last, like, remarks, or last opinions, man. Why are podcasts so important?
Damn. All right, how can I answer this? Because, man, podcasts are so damn important right now. It's our new communication. I'm following from we had to talk, behind, the scenes about how communication is the lever of how you analyze the market with money and attention. This is a new number one attention, marketing, media, every asset you could think of, like you could pull from this. This is the biggest investment right now. You see everyone that's moving in the space putting all their money to marketing, to podcasts. So ads will make sense. Advertising, all that's going to translate. It's already have. Soon we'll have Manscaped or something, Prime, whatever. All these other brands, paying us to advertise right here, and it's going to pay a lot of bills. And it's also going to. But that's just the way it's going. Your favorite podcast. You see a lot of that going on right now.
Yeah.
But the attention, everything is there. it's just the new form of our language, our communication. This is how it's best being, broadcasted. It's through podcasts.
So you guys have heard it here on Authentic Podcast with my man Dennis. This is Sedric Lowery, Mr. Bit on the Mill. We appreciate you guys for listening and tuning in, and stay tuned for the next episode. Man, brother, appreciate you, man.
Always, brother.
All right, guys. Peace.
Bless.